Alright everybody, welcome back to the shop, and today we're going to be spraying the primer sealer epoxy primer on. I've got the bed set up on my tree, and that was a fun job by myself. And yesterday, or the day before, actually the day before, I got in here and I put some Dynaglass in these areas right here that was kind of pitted, and up here where it was kind of pitted, just to kind of smooth it up. This is where the patch was, just kind of smooth those seams up. I wasn't really worried if it was just, you know, perfectly smooth, but I did sand it down yesterday and got it pretty smooth. You know, I mean, probably still gonna see a few bumps and ridges, but not like it was, especially up here where it's gonna actually show in the bed. Had a lot of pitting right in here, so got that smoothed out. Of course, once I put bed liner over it, you never see it no way. That's the reason I'm not even gonna paint this. I'm just gonna seal it, and then when I get ready, I'll scuff it up and put bed liner on it. That's all I'm gonna do to it. So I've got the this tree hooked up. It's not really all that wide up here, because I had to get it as close up here so I could get it further out down there, and I just got it kind of pushed out. This down here will never show. I don't think it shows. Well, if it does show, it ain't gonna show much. I could have stuck this little rod right here in the hole, but it was kind of being a pain, so I just propped it out against it. I had to prop it out like that so that I could actually see the bottoms. So I got everything washed off yesterday. I'm gonna come in here with a water hose and wet the floor down good. I'm gonna go over everything with some paint prep, and then we'll be ready to shoot some primer to it. So stay tuned. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is go ahead and mix up this primer, because it takes, you need to let it sit for a little while to activate. So looks like I'm a little low on activator, so I'm probably going to have to base how much I spray with how much activator I got. I want to put at least 2 coats on here, and so I'm going to grab some gloves, because this stuff is nasty to handle. Like I said, this stuff has to activate, so it takes, you know, a good amount of time, and time that I'm done washing the floor down and wiping the bed panel off, it should be ready to spray, instead of me having to wait on it. So, now, so this primer, the epoxy primer, uses a 2-to-1 activator. So get down here where I can see. So if you look on the side of the cup, find the 2-to-1 right here, 2-to-1 to 1. We're not going to use the little one on the side, and we'll find out how much activator I got. I would like to have at least 4. Oh, so I think I might have enough for that. We're gonna make sure. Okay, yeah, I can do. Well, no, I can't do that. Well, I'll have to do this first. I think I can do at least 4, maybe even 5. I've already stirred this pretty good, and you really always want to use a filter. It helps keep the paint off the sides of the cup besides filtering the paint, which you always want to filter the paint. But if I was just pour this into this cup, it's going to splash all over the sides, and I ain't going to be able to tell what I got in it. So always pour it into a strainer. We're gonna try for 4. I think that'll give us more than enough. Might even get, too much in there, about that lower 4. I might even get 3 coats out of that. Looks like I got a little over 4, so I need a little over 4 on the other side. Well, I just barely had enough. Ain't got much left at all. Get some more of that. I got another quart of that. Alright, so we're gonna give it a good stir. And I always like to use a new filter, putting it into the gun, so just in case I get some junk in there. Let's stir us up good, and we got about 20, 23, 24 after 4. It ain't gonna hurt to let this set for 15 minutes. It ain't really gonna hurt to let it set for 30 minutes. It's pretty nice today though. It's about almost 70. We'll let this set and activate. Go ahead and wash everything down and come back and get ready to spray. I got 1 coat on there. I don't think I'm gonna have enough this primer to do 2 coats. I forgot, that's a lot of paint for that bedside. But I don't like how it's covering up some other primer I put on. It's doing an alright job covering the 2K primer, but there's a couple spots in here, one here and one up here, that I just kind of sprayed some regular rattle can primer on, and you can see them. They're standing out like a sore thumb. You probably see them in the, right there is one of them, and the other one's right there. I don't understand why it ain't covering those 2 spots, but it's not doing a very good job of it. Would more than 1 coat work? I don't know. But I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna shoot the rest of what I got on it, like I said, I'm gonna have to scuff this down and redo it when I get ready to paint anyway. This is more or less just keep from rusting while I'm waiting. It's gonna be it's probably gonna be at least a month before I get back around to this thing. So, yeah. But I may end up having to sand it back down and reprime it. I don't want to, but I don't like how that's looking, and I'm afraid that blue would show them spots as well, because the black really influences that blue. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and spray this other coat, and boy, that stuff is strong too. I didn't realize it with my respirator on. I was having a little bit of difficulty breathing through that respirator, but it wasn't from the smell. But as soon as I took it off, whoo, it hit me like a ton of bricks, how bad it was in here. Now, I would not even try to paint that base coat, clear coat in here with this open like it is. It would just fill up with fumes, wouldn't be able to see nothing. So when I get ready to do that, I'll have to put my doors back on, put the fan back in here and all that. Alright, so let me get this respirator back on, and we'll see what else, how much this paint lasts. I don't think it's going to last very far, but I'm going to at least try to hit right over this area again anyway, if I don't have enough to do the rest of it. Alright, I don't usually show my gun cleaning part, alright, but I've been having trouble with my gun, and it's been like it ain't getting no air pressure through it. I did find I had 2 packings inside here that shouldn't have but one. That might be one issue, but I think the biggest reason, you can see on the side, these black lines right here, that's where it's blowing out of the packing. Now the packing was as tight as it should have been. Now you don't want the packing too tight. You can see it's on both sides where it's blowing out the packing for the needle. Luckily I've got a rebuild kit for this gun, which has got the packing and oh, damn, lose it, shit. Packing didn't look that bad. Of course, now it's gone, and I'll never find it on this floor. I ain't even gonna look for it. But here is one of the washers. Of course, I destroyed it getting it out, but you know, 2 of these together might have been causing a restriction inside this gun. Hopefully that is the problem, because I haven't had any air pressure issues with any other gun that I sprayed with, but I had to crank the air wide open to get 25 pounds out of this gun. So anyway, I got all my parts soaking in lacquer thinner, and we'll get them cleaned up, and I'll go ahead and put a rebuild kit in this gun. Anyway, thanks for watching.